Christmas, everyone, if you celebrate Christmas. Otherwise, happy, what is it, a Thursday? Happy Thursday. Anyway, I'm here with a Christmas tag, and I know that I recently posted the Winterlicious tag, but I really wanted to do something specifically about Christmas, and I was looking for Christmas tags. This one was actually created by Zoella in 2011, so it's a few years old, but I really like the questions because it really deals with kind of Christmas traditions, Christmas memories, Christmas favorites. So I thought, I love Christmas, I can do another tag about Christmas. So yeah, I will post the questions down below. As always, anyone is welcome to do this tag, or if you just want to share some of your answers with me, I would love that too. So let's get started. So the first question is, when do you start getting excited about Christmas? For me, like this year is really when I started decorating my apartment. Something with like having the lights and decorations. I put up my little fake tree. I started wrapping like gifts. That just really gets me in the Christmas spirit. It's just seeing all the Christmas decorations and being like a part of the decorations. I really like decorating in my apartment because I do go to my parents' house for Christmas, and you know, there's so much of December when I can't be with them. So I really like decorating my apartment to get that very Christmassy. So I'm more in the Christmas spirit than when I just like go to their place, because that's like usually like a few days before Christmas. So yeah, definitely when I start decorating, when I start listening to Christmas music, it all gets me into the Christmas spirit. But definitely like December, early December is when I start getting excited about Christmas. The second question is, do you still have advent calendars? My answer for this one is heck yeah. I have my advent calendar to show you. Now this is kind of ridiculous, but yeah, it's the truth. So I have this giant advent calendar. It's so giant I can't even like show you the whole thing. So it has little pouches. It's this like huge burlap thing. I guess it's burlap. But it has pouches for each day. It has 25 days or 25 pouches. And my mom got this a few years ago. I want to say like 5 or 6 years ago. And she got this maybe from like Pottery Mart, I want to say. And she just fills it with little like gifts for me every year. And I get it like at Thanksgiving when I go home. And then each day in December leading up to Christmas, I get a little small gift. Now some of these are like super practical. She'll get me stuff like baking soda to put in my like freezer and my refrigerator. I've gotten stuff like lip gloss or lip balm, you know, kind of bath products, you know. It's a wide range little gifts, but then I'll like text her, like call her every day, so it keeps us like connected even though I'm not home all of December. So I really like this tradition. I'm like love presents, so I really like this. So yes, I do have an advent calendar, and it also makes me see like, it's kind of a countdown to when I get to go home and see my parents. Also a countdown to Christmas, so I really enjoy doing that. So that's been a fun like new tradition. And yeah, I don't think you're ever too old to have an advent calendar. So yeah, still have one of those. The next question are, what are your favorite Christmas films? So in the Winterlicious tag, I said my favorite Christmas movie was Home Alone. I really, really love Home Alone. Besides Home Alone, I also really like The Christmas Story or A Christmas Story. That was always like a family favorite film that we'd always watch. But I have to say, it's always on like TBS. They have like the 24 hours of The Christmas Story. So I could use a break from that movie. It's a little overkill. But that's definitely always been a family favorite. Another one I really like is Love Actually. And especially in recent years, that film is like a treasure. It has so many people in it. And like if you like, my family and I were watching this like past year Fargo, like the television show. And if you like Fargo, it has, so Love Actually has Martin Freeman, it has Billy Bob Thornton, they were both in Fargo. I really like The Walking Dead. Love Actually has Andrew Lincoln in it. He's the one, Keira Knightley's character gets married, and he's the one that stands outside with the, like, I don't even know what it says on it, like that he loves her with the little, like, cardboard card thing that he holds up. So it has him in it. It also has, if you like Harry Potter, and I'm like new onto the Harry Potter bandwagon, but Love Actually has Snape. It has Emma Thompson, who, I can't think of what her character in Harry Potter is called, but she's in it. Has so many people from like different like movies and TV shows. I don't know, that one's like a really fun one to watch. And also it has Colin Firth, Hugh Grant, who are in like every like British type movie. And speaking of them, I also really like Bridget Jones' Diary. Even though that's not, I don't know if that's considered a Christmas movie, but it does have Christmas in it. It's like a big part of the movie, so I definitely love that one as well. But those are the ones I can think of. But yeah, I really like Christmas movies, so usually you'll see like if there's like Christmas movies on TV to watch as well. But yeah, those are some of my favorites. The next question is, do you have any funny Christmas memories? So for this, I was thinking when I don't know how old I was, maybe not 8 or 9 or 10, some age. I remember it was like Christmas Eve, and for Christmas I had gotten my brother a Star Wars action figure. I think I got him Han Solo. Who knows? But I got him a specific Star Wars action figure that he wanted. And I asked my dad, like, oh, I think it was Christmas Eve. It might have not been Christmas Eve, but I don't know. I was like, can you get the Star Wars action figure? Because I guess my parents had hidden the presents. So I had asked my dad, like, can you go get the Star Wars action figure that I got from my brother? I want to, like, go wrap it. And he brings back the wrong action figure. I think he brought back, like, Chewbacca. And I was like, what's this? This is not the action figure I got him. He's like, oops. Because the action figure he'd given me was supposed to be, like, from Santa. So then I guess, I don't know, through that like exchange, I figured out that Santa for sure was not anyone but my parents. So I always remember that memory. I don't quite remember the specifics of how it went down, but my dad brought me the wrong action figure, and I figured out Santa was my parents. So yeah, that was memorable. So we always bring that up, that my dad like ruined Santa Claus for me, but I don't know. The next question is, talk us through your typical Christmas day. So Christmas is always at my parents' house. So when I was little, we'd always wake up early. One year, I could never sleep on Christmas when I was little. Like, still now, like, whenever I'm nervous or excited about something, like, if I have to wake up really early for, like, a flight or whatever it is, if my mind starts going at night, like, I can't sleep. So I was like that when I was little, too. I could never sleep on Christmas. And I would always wake up super early. Usually we'd wake up, my brother and I, around, like, 6 or 6:30, and that was, like, an acceptable time to kind of wake up. One year I couldn't sleep, and I woke up, or, like, thought, okay, I think it's early enough. It was, like, 4 a.m., and I must have went into my brother's room. I guess he was still up too. And I'm like, we didn't have a clock. So I'm like, I wonder if it's time. I wonder if it's early or late enough that we can like wake up. And I made my brother crawl into my parents' room to like look at their alarm clock, because apparently that was the only clock that we had, like on the second level of the house. And my dad said he wakes up and sees my brother like staring at him, or looks down and sees my brother like crawling on the floor, and like he sees his like eyes and like, what the heck. But we did actually get to wake up. It was like maybe 4:30 in the morning, but our parents let us wake up and start opening gifts. Craziness. So we were definitely really early risers for Christmas morning. I always remember we couldn't just run downstairs. We had to wait for our parents. My dad always had to make like coffee. It always seemed to take them forever to like get downstairs, but my mom always wanted like us to see us like walk into the living room where we had our Christmas tree and all the presents. Like she always wanted us to see us. like walk in and our reaction versus us just running down whenever we felt like it. But yeah, so always wake up early. Now we don't wake up as early. I think last year, I don't know what time we woke up. I think we even ate like breakfast first, and then open gifts. Now it's like, whatever. But yeah, we always wake up, either open gifts, kind of depends what time it is. We'll always have breakfast. When we were little, we'd like open the gifts and then eat. Can't put off opening the gifts. But we'll always like open our stockings first. Everyone gets their stocking and unwraps it and looks at all the stuff they got. And then we'll open gifts. And we're not the type of family that opens like all the gifts at once and they're open to like 5 minutes. We open them like one at a time. Like someone opens a gift, here you get a gift and open it. It can take forever. I think last year we had to eat like breakfast first. Sometimes we'll like stop in the middle now that we're older and like eat breakfast first. And it's like, oh, there's still more to open. So I don't know. It just takes forever because we're not like ripping into things. We want to like see what everyone got, see the like reaction of everyone for their gift. So yeah, opening presents can take a while. So we open presents. I feel like for lunch, usually like Christmas Eve we'll have like a lot of snacks and stuff. Sometimes we'll have people over. We'll have like different like hors d'oeuvres and like cheese and crackers and just different things like that. So I feel like lunch is never like a big deal. We'll usually have breakfast with like cinnamon rolls, some sort of breakfasty items like fruit and, grapefruit juice or orange juice or some type of thing like that, and like bacon and sausage, maybe some stuff like that, maybe some eggs. So I always do some sort of breakfast. Lunch I feel like is always like leftovers from like Christmas Eve. And we'll just do some sort of dinner, some sort of like nicer dinner, nothing too like super elaborate. But yeah, we usually just stay home on Christmas, kind of relax, mess around with our new stuff, like when we were little, play with our toys or whatever it is, set stuff up, or if you get like electronics, like set stuff up or watch a movie, just kind of a low-key Christmas day. On Christmas Eve, we would usually, when we were little, our church would have like a children's mass, and I was always like part of the choir, so we'd go to that, and that was usually pretty early evening. We'd go to that. I think my brother was like a shepherd. I don't know if he did that a lot of years or like 1 or 2 years. So we'd always go to that and then like go home and have some sort of dinner. I always feel like for Christmas Eve we have a lot of like snackish type of foods and then like maybe like pasta, not something kind of not super heavy because we're having all the snacks too. And then on Christmas Eve we always got to open, I think when we were little, like it was 1 or 2 gifts, and the gifts under the tree would be from like family members or like friends. So my brother and I would each get to pick like a few different gifts to open. And I'm not sure when, but at some point my mom started getting us pajamas every year, and that became the gift that we would open on Christmas Eve. As when we got a little older, we always opened pajamas, and we still have that tradition. We always get pajamas and we open that on Christmas Eve. So yeah, that's really it. A lot of our family, or most of our family, lives in Ohio, so we don't really see other family. It's just usually immediate family that we see on Christmas, just my parents, my brother, and now his girlfriend. But we don't see like more extended family just because they're so far away. So yeah, that's our Christmas. So I'm looking forward to it, definitely. I like kind of having a more low-key Christmas. It's sort of just, it's really nice. Okay. The next question is, what do you eat for Christmas dinner? So, we don't normally eat, I feel like there's not like a standard thing that we eat. Maybe probably like some meat, like steak or something. I don't know. Or like pasta. I think some years, depending on what we do for Christmas Eve, we might eat pasta like on Christmas instead. But there's nothing like super like we have to have this every year. But yeah, I don't even know what we're doing this year. Number 7 is, do you have any Christmas traditions? So definitely the pajamas. I don't know if that's been the last like 10 years or so when we've gotten Christmas pajamas. Maybe even longer. I'm not sure. But yeah, opening Christmas pajamas on Christmas Eve. We also go and look at lights every year. This is usually, we might not do it like on Christmas Eve. We might do it a little bit before Christmas Eve or Christmas. We'll drive around and look at lights. When we were little, I lived in Michigan. So, like, the lights are a lot more exciting with snow. But there's still good lights in California. One of our neighbors does like a whole lights display that's like synchronized to music. That's really cool. So we'll go see that. That's a new tradition that we go see that every year. And just drive around to neighborhoods where we know that there's like a lot of lights. That's always a fun thing to do. But yeah, that's our kind of typical traditions. What are your favorite Christmas songs? So in the Winterlicious tag, it said my favorite song was Silent Night. That's been my favorite song for a long time, so I really love that one. I also love Winter Wonderland. That's one of my favorites. And then Winter Song by Ingrid Michaelson and Sarah Bareilles. I always feel like I say her name wrong, but it's like an original song by them. I really, really like that one as well. Yeah, but I definitely like a lot of traditional songs. Oh, another one is Oh Holy Night. But that is one I like to listen to. I am not a good singer, so some Christmas songs I can sing along to. Some are very easy to sing along to. But Oh Holy Night, I would just rather listen to someone who can actually sing it, just because it's like a difficult song to sing. But yes, I love that one as well. The next one is, what is the best Christmas present you've ever received? So this one's hard because, I mean, there's been so many Christmas presents, but one I remember in particular is when I was little. I actually have a picture, and I want to say it was 5 or 6, I think, and I don't know if it was from Santa. I'm guessing it was from Santa versus my parents, but I got these 2, like, twin dolls. So here's a picture, if you can see. So I named, this one was Samantha and then Tommy. I think they were like the cutest thing ever. So I really love them. They came in cute little sailor suits, and it was just so cute to get like little twins and getting like a boy doll and a girl doll. Because most of the time, like, dolls are girls, so it's cool having, like, a boy and a girl doll, but I really love those. I really loved dolls when I was little, so that is definitely a, like, memorable one that I really loved. And then the last question is, real or fake Christmas tree? Have to go with real Christmas tree. My parents always get a real Christmas tree, and I always love it. In my apartment, I have a little fake Christmas tree, but I don't know, they always get a real Christmas tree. I know it's a lot of upkeep to have a real Christmas tree, but there's just something like irreplaceable about a real Christmas tree. So definitely have to go with a real Christmas tree. So that is all the questions. I will definitely leave them down below if you guys want to answer any of these. And yeah, that is everything. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day. Bye.